Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you're being exposed to me. And if it's the first time you're being exposed to me and the title of this with the word bullshit in it offends you, I don't swear very often, but once in a while I do, because if it's something I'm passionate about or I'm excited about, those little curse words, they seem to just pop right out of Pajama Grandma's mouth. And if that's going to be offensive or something that you don't think that you can respect me for or follow me for, or you think that I don't have anything to offer because I would choose to use that word, especially in a headline, then I would say you probably want to click away and not listen to what I have to say, because it won't mean anything to you. And that is perfectly awesome and fine with me, because I am not everybody's cup of tea. I like to drink my lemon water. I like to drink my coffee and tea, as a matter of fact, and I like to just be me. And I'm not going to apologize for that ever again. I apologized and didn't think I was good enough, like most of us, for like a whole lot of years, and that actually ended up in me having a sudden cardiac arrest and dying and not almost being here talking to you. And when I was fortunate enough to come out of that situation, I decided that no matter what, I was going to figure out what works for me and what makes me happy. And I was going to just be myself. And if people don't like that, that's okay. They get to be themselves too. So I believe I get to be me, and the people that are supposed to be in my world show up in my world, and the people that aren't supposed to be in my world based on that, they kind of disappear. And that's okay too, because there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there that can help you achieve whatever it is that you want, and I am probably not that person. And that's okay, because there's a lot of people I can help get what they want. But I need some lemon water so that my throat allows me to talk. Today I want to talk about affirmations. I have been doing affirmations and studying affirmations for, it's got to have been at least 25 years now. When I worked in corporate America, and that was back before 2004, probably 10 years before I left corporate America. So that's, let's say 1994. Ooh, that's a long time ago. I got interested in affirmations and personal development and self-improvement and things like that. And I didn't study it hard, but I was always curious about it. And so I was always reading books about it and interested in it. And I began, when the internet came into play, collecting affirmations and different things with affirmations on them. And I'm sure I still have ring binders full of printed out affirmations. I probably have 1 million affirmations somewhere in my office, because I haven't cleaned my office out yet as I'm moving, with different affirmations on them. And I would do affirmations and listen to people's affirmations. And then when the internet started having YouTube and things, I would listen to meditations and affirmations of other people's. I did the mind movies thing. Anybody knows what that is, where you create your own mind movies based on affirmations and visualization. I've done and studied a lot of those modalities and a lot of those things. And so the title today is, do affirmations work or not? Or are they complete and utter bullshit that is created by gurus and people that want to sell you something to improve yourself? I mean, self-improvement is a gigantic industry. It's been around for decades and made, I'm sure, billions and billions of dollars now. I don't know the size of the industry. I'm not really in the personal development industry, so I don't know the statistics about that. And I'm of the mind that there's a book called How to Lie with Statistics, and I grew up, I'm an engineer and a quality professional, so everything we did was with statistics. And so I know how you can take statistics and mold them to share whatever message you want to share. So I'm not one of those people that puts a lot of stock in statistics. I'm like, does it work for me? If it works for me, then it's real for me and I believe it. If it doesn't work for me, I don't care what the statistics are. If the statistics say, 99.98% of people believe this or do this and it works for them, I might be that 0.02% that doesn't know or believe it'll work for me, and therefore it doesn't. I'm going to make a confession, and part of what got me to thinking about this today was I actually have affirmations on my bathroom mirror. Yep, I'm one of those people. I remember seeing that in a movie once and just laughing, because I was like, oh my God, if it's in a movie, people actually do that. I'm not the only one. Because I always, for the longest time, believed that I was the only one that had affirmations on my bathroom mirror, but apparently a lot of people do. And once it's in a movie, I figure that it's a little more mainstream and that it's not just me. But I am one of those people. I have had affirmations on my bathroom mirror for, I don't know, decades. It's been decades. This same Post-it note, it's all losing its stickiness, but I think this one's been on my mirror for like 10 years. And that's what got me to thinking, do affirmations work? Because these affirmations, other people would see these, and nobody sees my bathroom mirror affirmations. The ex-husband used to, but he hasn't seen them for 10 years. So for like, let's say 8 to 10 years, no one's even seen these except me. Now, my kids might go in my bathroom sometimes, but I don't know if they even would notice them or care. And they know what my affirmations are probably because they know me and they've known me for a long time. But some of them are like, I'm a billionaire inside and out. Now, am I a billionaire? No. We all know I'm not a billionaire yet, right? And so it's tempting to think when you hear that affirmation, well, I'm a billionaire inside and out. Well, that's not true. So then your subconscious starts battling with you and says, well, that's not true. You're not a billionaire, so that's a lie. And it starts to play this game in our head, which I think undermines our affirmations, which I've got a way of how I deal with that. But I like to think of it as, yep, I'm not there yet, but where would I be if I didn't use that affirmation, if I didn't have that affirmation, if I wasn't thinking about that and saying that every morning when I get up, if I wasn't moving toward that, where would I be? Would I be anywhere near as long or as far along moving toward that goal as I am if I hadn't had that affirmation? I contend that I would not be. I contend that if I had set a little small goal for myself, say I want to make $100,000 a year. Well, I surpassed that decades ago. So that would not be a very motivating goal. And I would probably still be just making $100,000 a year. But because I've set a bigger picture, a bigger moon to shoot for, a bigger goal for myself via the affirmation, I'm always moving toward that. I'm always striving and moving toward that and progressing in that direction. And I'd much rather be progressing in a direction that's moving me up and spiraling me upward than staying the same or not moving at all. So does it seem like it's an outrageous, ridiculous affirmation? Well, maybe yes, maybe no. But guess what? There's more and more billionaires being created every day and every week for sure. So that means if someone else has done it, it's possible for me too. So it's not outrageous to have that on my little affirmation sheet. I have perfect health in all areas and aspects of my life. Do I currently have perfect health in all areas and aspects of my life? No. Do I still have aches and pains? Yep, I sure do. So somebody who's negative could argue, well, you say you have perfect health in all areas and aspects of your life, but you don't. You clearly don't. I mean, use a magnifying glass, for goodness sakes. So you obviously don't have perfect health in all areas of your life. Now, I will contend that perfect health is individual. For me, I have already got perfect health in all areas and aspects of my life because my health perfectly matches my belief about myself right now today. Now, to me, perfect health also means that it can be continually improving. So my health is actually continually improving. My eyes are significantly better than they were 10 years ago. My vision, although I use a magnifying glass sometimes, is significantly and dramatically better on the eye charts. If I go to the eye doctor and let an outside influence judge that for me, it's dramatically better. I can actually see. I only need glasses nowadays to drive long distances, and I need a magnifying glass to read small print on certain things. And I think part of that is because I do so much computer work and so many computer things. I've transitioned to the online world. It's actually caused my eyes to get fatigued. And that is perfect health to me because that is my body telling me, if I listen, that I'm doing too much of that type work. And if I'm using the magnifying glass a lot, that is my body perfectly telling me, hey, you're negatively impacting your vision. You need to back off on this activity. So do I have perfect health in all areas of my life? Yes and no. And again, it's on there because I'm always striving to continually improve my health. And if I was to say something else, what would that be, and what would my health be? I've had some major health challenges in my life, major health challenges, up to including, dropping dead. Doesn't get any more health challenging than that. And I believe that because I have these beliefs and affirmations, it's part of why I am still here able to talk to you. Now, I have like 6 or 7 main affirmations that I say every morning when I wake up and I'm brushing my teeth. That's my way of making sure that I'm focusing my life in the direction I want it to go. I've also done a lot of cool things with affirmations over the years, and I did actually a mindset affirmation challenge with myself, and I can't remember how many days I did it, but this is day 137, Mindset Thrive Challenge, day 137. So I did it for at least a couple hundred days. I don't remember exactly how many days I did it for, but I would do one of these colorful note cards. I would come up with what is my daily mindset challenge. I would write it on the card in 3 formats, and on the back, then I had all of my other affirmations, and I would carry this with me throughout the day. Now, I did this and I haven't done this since I've been working online on my online businesses at home. I do it another way. I'll show you in a minute. But these are called Affirmations, and I do not remember who taught me about this strategy, but I really like it because I think it takes that inkling in our minds that we don't believe in the affirmations, like the I'm a billionaire inside and out. That subconscious will try to tell us, that's a lie, and then give us a bunch of nonsense that negates that affirmation that we're trying to instill in our life. And so I'm going to run through quickly this affirmation strategy. And I did this, I might have done this for a whole year. I don't know why, I can't remember, but I did it for a long time. And I carried one of these with me every day when I went down to my business, or what I called the shop, because it was a challenging situation for a lot of reasons, and not really with respect to my business, but with respect to things that were going on around me. And I actually needed affirmations and affirmations to maintain my level of calm and sanity, because there was some massive nonsense that I attracted into my life. So what the heck's an affirmation, Sharon? An affirmation is an affirmation, but stated in 3 very specific ways. So when I have an affirmation, say, let me see what's on this card. This one is day 137, my Mindset Thrive Challenge, day 137. It says, I am letting myself have/achieve all my goals/dreams, feel fantastic for free, live the life I deserve, and thrive in all areas, meaning all areas of my life. So the first way to say it is, I am blank. I am fit and trim. I am experiencing perfect health in all areas and aspects of my life. Whatever it is for you, I am blank is the first way of stating it. The second way of stating it is bringing it into the present moment. So today, right now, I am feeling fantastic for free, living the life I deserve, and thrive in all areas. And so the second way of stating it is something to bring it into the present moment. Or I have perfect health right now. Or I am easily and effortlessly maintaining my ideal weight of 110 pounds right now. Or today, right now, I am fit, trim, energized, and active. Whatever it is for you, it is, the first way of stating it is I am blank. And then the second way you can say today, right now, or today, or right now, or at this time, whatever works for you, whatever feels right for you. Or you can then state the sentence or your affirmation and then add right now at the end, or now, or whatever feels right for you. And then the third thing we do that I think is really the one that works so effectively with our subconscious mind is we rephrase our affirmation as a question. And we ask it as a question as if we've already achieved it. So for example, in this example is, why is it so easy for me to blank? Why is it so easy for me to let myself feel fantastic for free, live the life I deserve, and thrive? And then I actually, on the bottom of this challenge, I created an affirmation statement, again, as if I have already achieved this particular affirmation. And this one would be, I am helping, I have helped 1 million folks feel fantastic for free, live the life they deserve, and thrive. That was just something that I would say to myself every day during a period where I was building a network marketing business. And then on the back, I have my actual bathroom mirror affirmations repeated. And then I have other affirmations about emotions and feelings that I want to experience every day. And I have an affirmation where I call out each of those things so that I am moving my life toward the positive things that I want to feel and experience. So affirmations, super powerful. So I say affirmations are not bullshit. Affirmations are particularly not bullshit. And I only say that because they work for me. Now, I contend that what we believe will work for us and help us and benefit our lives will absolutely positively work for us and benefit our lives. If you believe and think and feel that affirmations or affirmations are bullshit, they're not going to work for you. If you don't believe something is real for you, it's not going to be real for you. It's not going to work for you. But just to show you that I actually walk my walk and talk my talk, I actually used to create these what I call flip books. And I have one that I'm creating here. It's on the other side of the table. I'm not going to reach for it. But it's a new ring binder. And what I do is every day and not every day, but some days, I would create and I would write an affirmation or just a word or a phrase or something that I wanted to remember and think about in one of these flip books. And I would carry them with me, and I still have one in my purse at all times, but I would carry it with me, and when I just needed a pick-me-up, I would go through and I would either open it to a random page and see what it had to say, and I would think about that. It's usually when I needed an attitude adjustment because something crazy was going on in my life, and I just needed a timeout, and I would go out of my business, I would take a walk down to a place called the Dike, I would take my flip book with me, and I would just start flipping through it. And I would walk right by the river, so it's a beautiful, calming place, and I would flip through one of my flip books. Like I said, I'm always creating one. I have one that I'm creating now, and whenever I think about it, I will add a page to it about positive things that I want to think about in the direction I want to move my life in. And that works for me. So again, affirmations, flip books. I've actually written a book called Flip Book. If you'd like to know more about that, just put hashtag flipbook in the comments below because I don't share it with very many people. It's on Amazon, but I don't really tell very many people about it because I think you have to have moved your life in a certain direction and wanted to be working on the continuous improvement personal development path before that book means absolutely anything to you. It's more of a, actually, I have it sitting here. Forgot I've got a copy of it sitting here. I gave a copy to my daughter. And when you look at it, it's like got a lot of white space in it because you're supposed to look at the topic or the saying or the thing for the day, and you're supposed to, you don't have to, but you're supposed to think about it and say, okay, what does this mean to me? And then you're supposed to write in it or draw in it or do whatever works for you to create like this living, breathing journal. I call it a workbook because I'm into work and workbooks, but a lot of people wouldn't be able to relate to that. But this tool saved my life. This tool, and I created it for myself. It exists because I needed something so that I wouldn't be dead. I needed something to focus on in my life so that I could get over the stress and the drama and the nonsense that I had attracted into my life because I needed a massive life change. I was going down the wrong path, and it took a sudden cardiac arrest to put me back on the path that I should have been on all along, and that feels right for me. And this little baby, this saved me because I used it and I created it because it was what I needed at the time to move me into where I needed to be in my life. So that's my take on affirmations. I would love to hear your comments and thoughts. Have you used affirmations? Do they work for you? What's the most powerful affirmation that you've ever used? I contend that I'm a billionaire inside and out. Even though that's a money-focused and a bizarre, huge affirmation, it works for me because it allows me to be continually improving and moving toward that goal and that objective. And that's only one. Again, I've got perfect health. I've got how I impact other people. I've got how I interact with other people. I've got blessing other people. I bless everybody and all life forms on the planet every single day and several times a day. And that might be really woo-woo for a lot of you, but it's just part of who I am and who the Pajama Grandma is and who Sharon Horne-Ellstrom is. And it doesn't really, have any effect on any other area of my life, except I think it makes me a kinder, better person, less judgmental and more open-minded, and that allows me to help and be a blessing to other people. So go out and make it a fantastic day. Let me know if you want more information about affirmations or afformations. I would actually love to do another affirmation challenge. I love doing them every day, and it's fun to share them with other people, because if it can positively impact one person's life, then it's worth sharing. All right, have an awesome day. Talk soon. Bye. Pajama Grandma out.